All right, this Hangout on Air is live. This is Alicia Stringer here, always empowering success stories to you guys, and I'm so excited we have a special guest, Polina, today. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, with a little girl, as you can see on my little profile there. I don't know. We are here just, inspiring some more people to help them accomplish their success dreams. I'm looking forward to taking her to Disney World here in October and just creating some really great experiences with her growing up and just, making sure I provide the best for her. So that's kind of why I'm here and helping each other as all us women entrepreneurs are and pushing to the limits, I guess, what we want to do. So it's kind of like a cloudy, sunny day, and they were just saying that I've been at the pool too much this summer. So we're taking a breather, I guess, a little bit to make sure we don't gargle under the water, but we've really enjoyed. That's like my mission. I was like, stay by the pool each summer, at least get my hour break, and make it happen throughout the day. So let me introduce the rest of the panel before we bring out our special guest. Go over to Valerie over here and share your story, Valerie.
Sure. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I'm Valerie Jampolsky, the Abundance Mom Freedompreneur from Abundance Now, and I'm a single mom. I got twin 5-year-old boys, and I'll give my usual naked kid alert. They might come running out. They have this tendency to not want to keep their clothes on when they're at home. But I think I've been working with their schedule right now because actually tonight we are flying off to Bali. I am so excited, going to go meet some incredible people and go take the kids on an adventure, a very powerful adventure. And I do this. I used to be an entertainment attorney, and I do this so that I made a determination when I was pregnant with the twins, sitting in my office, realizing that if I didn't change something, my kids were going to be, never mind daycare, they'd be raised by nannies. I'd be lucky if I could even tuck them in at night. So I knew that I had to make a change. I knew that I wanted to do something, and I remembered something powerful about myself, that there was so much more. There's so much more to me than what I was doing. And so that's why I'm so grateful that I came across there's something I'm working with so I can be here with all these wonderful people, talk about things that I love, which is mindset and helping really for people to see what's possible, to really remember who you really are and see what's possible. So that's me passing it on.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome. I'm excited to be here with you ladies. It's been a few weeks because we've been so busy with, like Valerie says, masterminds. We've been traveling over the last couple of weeks. I know I just got back from vacation in Dominican Republic, and I'm a mom of 4, an entrepreneur, and my focus, guys, is I love helping people, develop themselves, help people do more for themselves so they can achieve their dreams. And that's why we're here. And that's why we have Polina here today.
So excited.
To share her wonderful, beautiful story. And I'm excited. I mean, I've seen Polina out at events, masterminding with leaders, and saw her growth and saw how she just really blossomed, and she's a beautiful woman. So guys, I'm not going to hold you any longer. I'm excited to pass it on. I know Valerie, she just always comes out with our question that we give all of our guests. So I'm going to pass it on back to Valerie so that she can bring on out Polina, our special guest today. All right, guys.
Well, Polina, I am so thrilled that you're here with us. I mean, you do have such a powerful story, and I'm
excited to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, it was so cool. We were talking in Vegas. I was like, "You come and be on our Hangout." So Polina, if you could share with everybody, because a lot of people they just see what's on the outside. What would you say would be your biggest mindset shift? Your biggest mindset shift that's led to your success right now. What would you say that is, and how you got there?
Well, there's just so many things that I had a lot of shifts in my mindset during my journey, but probably I will start from the beginning. So, and a little bit about myself. I'm free spirit. I'm an entrepreneur. I started my entrepreneurial journey 2 years ago. It's actually 2 years anniversary because in August 2013, this is where I started my business. So it's been 2 years. And it's been 2 years as I'm free of job, because when I started my business 1 week later, I quit my job and I said there is no plan B. There is only plan A. So it's kind of was my first step, right? This is so important because I believe in power of the focus, right? And I believe in the power of your dream, right? If you have a goal, if you believe in something, right? There is just no plan B. If you're saying, oh, I'm gonna try to do it, right? I'm going to try. I want to see how it works, and then then I will believe it, then I will see it. It's actually never works. So this is for me personal was the first shift in my mindset. But I want to just tell you where I came from. I'm originally from Russia, right? English is not my first language, so if you don't understand something, I know some people when I speak, they're like trying to understand my accent. I hope you can understand it. If not, I'm sorry.
Beautiful accent, love it.
Yeah, so I came from Russia. I moved here in 2011, so it's 4 years ago, and American Dream brought me here, right? But it wasn't what I pictured, right? I saw that I come to USA, I'm gonna start my own business, I'm gonna work hard, save money so I can live my dreams. But I faced I call it American slavery reality when I moved here, because I faced that I had to pay my bills on my own, right? Like rent and all this stuff, and everything is so expensive. I didn't speak English, right? I was like, I found a job, but I would like, for example, I would only like memorize, some things that I need to say to customers, right? Like, for example, I used to sell like jewelries and all this stuff working in a shopping mall. So I would memorize what I have to tell them, and I would just describe, oh, this is the product and blah, 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 blah. And so I just learned the common phrases. But if people would ask me something else and they were trying to talk to me, I couldn't talk to them because I didn't understand. I'm like, yes, okay. So it was now I'm just remembering it's so much fun, but at that time it was so hard for me. It was like my first 2 years, it was like literally like I got so depressed. Like I hated what I was doing. I hated the job. Of course my English got better, it was like every month it would evolve, but I ended up with like losing myself, losing like my purpose in life, because like I always was like a dreamer, right? I believed like, oh, I can do it. But when I was alone here, in different country, no family, no support, nobody with me, and I didn't want to tell my family how bad it was for me. Like I could barely, like I would work, but I wouldn't like make enough money, even like I would make money just to support myself, but I was really struggling. Sometimes I didn't have money. Like I was thinking, should I buy food or should I put money to put gas in my car? That how bad it was. And I got to the point that I'm like, I just can't do it. I didn't have like a reason to wake up in the morning, because I'm like, I got so stuck in that this is what I call rat race, right? If you read the book Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, that book, this is where it started for me, because I'm like, enough is enough. I have to change it. I have to change my life. I have to do something, because like I was ready to give up and come back to my country, but I didn't want to do it because I didn't achieve anything here, So I read that book, and that's what my mindset shifted before even business, right? I realized that when you work in a job, right, even if you have the best job ever, the more money you make, right, the more expenses you get, and it's like you're stuck in this race, and it's so hard to get out of it. So you have to do something differently, because it's always been my goal. Oh, I'm gonna save money, right, and I'm gonna open the business. It never happens, never, because the more money you have, then you have like some bills to pay, then something else coming up. So this is just, this is what I experienced for myself, and I'm like, I have to do something different. And this is what happened in August 2013. I came across this business, my business. I just watched. I was on Facebook and I saw some people, making videos like we are right now doing this Hangout and just sharing with our stories and what's working for us. I saw people living a dream. They having the freedom, and I'm like, what are they doing? And this is how I started my business. And honestly, I didn't understand what I started. I watched all the videos. I'm like, what is this about? What I have to do? But I saw the vision. I saw the vision of freedom. I saw that if these people can do it, I can do it also. And I just believe in vision. I wanted to be free. So this is came to the reason why I do what I do. It's freedom. But right now, it's not only for me. Right now, I want to help other people, inspire the people, and help them create this freedom in their lives. So, and this is how I started. Like I said, I quit my job 1 week later when I didn't understand what I started, but I knew I can do it. If those people can do it, I can do it. And I this is, this is like, it was, I started August 2013, then I came to my first live event, October 2015. That was my biggest breakthrough in business, right? This is where I got all in with all my heart, with all my mind, right? And of course financially, because this is where was, you either all in, right, or you all out. There's like, you cannot just, dip your toes in the water and try, oh, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna see if it's gonna work, then I will believe it. It's never gonna, it's never gonna happen, right? Either you believe it and you do it, or you don't do it at all. Because I mean, this is just what I experienced, and I saw, like so many, like this is for me was a breakthrough when I went all in, right? This is when magic started happening for me, when I started like producing big sales, right? Income started, coming in, because like people sense, right? People sense what you experience, right? You were just, how to say, like, you're projecting this energy, right? If you are not believing what you do, if you're not all in, how you expect other people to get all in? How you expect other people to work with you, right? If you're not believing what you do. So this was biggest, one of the biggest shifts in my mindset. Then along the journey, I can't say that it was easy, right? There was a lot of things. And last September, I actually ended up homeless.
Wow.
A year ago, yes, because this is also important who you listen, right? Who is like finding the right mentor, right? It's very important, because there are so many people who like they don't know what they're doing, and this is what happened to me. I stopped doing what was working for me, and I started focusing on wrong things. So it was September 2014. I ended up with like $21 on my name, and by the end of October, I lost the house where we lived.
Wow.
That was, I would say, it was my biggest temporal defeat, during my journey. But then I don't know, I'm just all over the place.
It's okay. You're doing great.
Yeah. Then what happened? Then I just, this is another thing. It's like I said, it's important to find the right mentor, right? I found the right mentor, and I started focusing on the right things. And it's been a journey, but like it was March 2014, right? A couple months ago. This is where I created my biggest month when my business was all 11K when I did in 30 days. And how I did it, that was another biggest shift in my mindset. Because see, before I would like look, oh, I need. Yeah, having a mentor is great, right? Having the right strategy is great. Like having all these tools is great, but I was looking those breakthroughs outside all the time. I'm like, oh, the next event, I'm gonna have a breakthrough. They're gonna bring me to the next level. This person I'm gonna meet, they're gonna help me to take my business to the next level. But what I realized is I already have everything inside me. I had this breakthrough inside myself when I'm like, I already have everything. I don't need another mentor. I don't need another strategy. I have everything that I need. All I need to do is just take massive action and just focus on like what I know, what I have. This is when I create my biggest month. This will happen, the biggest shift. So if you're watching this now and you're still looking for the secret, you're looking for that person who's gonna tell you, hey, this is what you need to do. You're that person. You can tell yourself. You already know what you need to do. You need to take action.
That's powerful.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so huge.
Thank you. I'm like, I just got inspired. I'm like, went all over the place.
No, but it's perfect, and it's so huge. I mean, that whole thing, but like that for you, that realization, like how it led you in there, but that powerful realization where you just realized you really do have it all right now. You can just start applying it and stop second guessing and everything, and just go for it.
Yep, it is powerful.
I mean, and so many people, they say, okay, you have to find the right mentor. They'll tell you that is the key, that the key is finding the right mentor. But like you said, Polina, we're acquiring all of this information. We're getting this. We have the mentors. But until we realize, like Valerie said, that we have everything within us already that we need to achieve our goals. And sometimes it just takes us a little bit longer than others. And like you said, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom, or what you consider your temporal defeat, before we realize that, hold up, I know I can do this. I believe that I can have the success that I deserve. And that's powerful. And I mean, $11,000 a month in 30 days. I mean, that who who out there watching would love to have an extra $11,000, right? And just experience the feeling behind that. It's not all about the money, we all know. It's about knowing that I can do it, all right? All right, guys, I'm going to turn that back over because there's somebody knocking at my door. Okay.
Absolutely, I saw it's so true, and you know that it is important to have a right mentor, but like I look at the mentor as a bridge, right? They show you this bridge, right? But they cannot walk across the bridge for you. You have to walk across the bridge. That like having the strategy, it's important. You cannot just go and shoot in the dark and like trying to like do everything, trying to build a business. But if you don't have it here inside yourself, you don't have this shift in your mindset. Nobody can help you. Nobody. It's like someone said the medicine you're looking for is already inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
So this was like really huge realization for me.
Yeah, you know, it's so powerful. Alicia, could you just see? Do we have any comments on the page or anything, or?
Okay, sure. Yeah, Nadia came out and said hi to everybody.
Oh, hey, Nadia.
She's so sweet.
Bye, Nadia.
I wanted to ask, how did you step out from inside yourself to allow yourself to push yourself to a bigger, you know, I guess leadership or something that you knew you could do? Because you know that mentor was holding you accountable, but what showed you what was inside that took your action to, you know, make it more pronoun that everybody else could see what was inside of you?
So you're basically asking what is like exactly like brought me to that point when I decided to like to look within myself, right, and do it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess there was that my temporal defeat when I said, right, it was September, October 2014, right, when I lost my house, right, when I lost like I even lost my car, so I didn't have anything, and I also got sick at that time, right, physically sick, right, so it was like down financially, like physically, you know, mentally. I would say it was one of the lowest point in my life, even before I joined business, right? Because I was doing like, you know, like I was working so hard, you know, I was trying to do like to make everything happen, and here I am, you know, I ended up again with what I started, right? Even worse than I started, and I honestly was almost ready to give up. Or this is what I had in my soul. I'm like, maybe like again I should come back home, right? And you know, my family, they all will support me. And the note is my family didn't know. They didn't know anything. My mom, like before, like I would start a business, sometimes she would help me or support me. But when I joined the business, this is where I learned, right? You don't talk about your problems and challenges when you're going through them, right? Because if you're focusing on these challenges, when you're focusing on your problems, you only expand what you focus on, right? So here I am, right? Alone, you know, in different country, right? I have nothing, right? I cannot tell my family because I don't want to just complain and, you know, and tell what's going on. Like, I would tell, like, only, like, 2 people knew. Like, my closest friends knew what's going on. And I'm like, so what do I do, right? I have 2 options, give up, right? Or just go and start looking for that, you know, something, you know, that I can change everything, you know, be that change. And at that point, this is what happened is like I just get back to the reason why I started at the first place, why I do what I do. I'm like, okay, if I give up, so what I'm gonna do? Go find a job or come back, you know, to like, you know, to whatever life, you know, that I don't really, you know, want that life, or I just keep pushing, you know, because this is, I believe, you know, your biggest struggle just right before your biggest victory. So that realization, you know, why I do what I do, and my why is my mom, because she helped me a lot before, and like I just want to give her everything back, you know. I want this is my like that biggest reason why. So this didn't allow me to give up, and then I started thinking about, you know, the people who watching me. I'm like, if I give up, so like I like always inspire people, I always tell them, you know, I always, you know, believe, you know, in them, and you know, encourage them. And if I do it, so like who I am, you know, how good of a leader I am if I'm gonna do that, you know, for other people. So there was for me this realization, and that one I'm like, okay, I started, you know, like thinking about everything that I went through, and I'm like, that's where I realized I have everything that I need, you know. I've been through this, I've been through that, but I'm like, but the only thing I didn't do is look inside myself and take that action that I need to get to the next level that I want and to achieve the results that I want. So I was the person who's stopping me from achieving the results that I want. Only me, nobody else, and nothing else. So, and that's where, you know, when once I realized, I'm like, okay, I'm taking, you know, massive action. I have everything that I need. And then when I told you I have like no money left, then like 7 days later I made $1,000. Then my income coming up, and that's where it would lead me to my biggest months. And it's not just about the money. I don't want to tell, like, because freedom for me, it's not just money, right? Like, I believe, you know, freedom, it's financial freedom, it's personal freedom, geographical freedom, right? But personal freedom always comes before financial freedom. This is my one point I'm making. If I wouldn't be able to find that personal freedom inside myself, I wouldn't be able to create financial freedom. I wouldn't be able to help other people. So this is very important to have this out. I really hope that whoever watching is like, maybe my words can inspire you, or you can have like, oh, like, because sometimes it does take only one word, or one story, or one little thing that's gonna have the shift inside your mindset, and you like, I get it, you know, I have everything that I need, you know, now I can do the same. So I hope you answer your question.
Yeah, no, it just isn't. It's so. I mean, I'm sitting here absorbing it as you're talking, and just, you know, people notice that I'm going to speak the elephant in the room here. I have been up all night. Keisha has been calling me. So if you guys watching this replay, I'm going whoop like this because I'm packing for this trip, and I'm sitting here going, no matter what, I'm going to get this done. We're going to get everything done because I'm going, and I'm you know, I'm determined. Me and my kids were going to go to this amazing mastermind, and there's just a lot to get done last minute. Just stuff happens, and yeah, no matter what, just doing it. I'm sitting here listening to Polina, and I'm going like this, but really, I'm inside. I'm going, yes, you know, no matter what, I can make it happen, you know. But I just think it's so powerful that, you know, really, really, even though I might have been doing this number, I'm really here.
Yeah, that's what cures our procrastinators, just to say, just do it. You just do it.
No,
say it 50 times. Just do it.
Procrastination, we've all been there, right?
But I love it because it's something deep inside you wanted to do this, you know, to help your mom and show your mom, and just that, just not letting anything, because there's so many people make so many excuses about how, well, you know, I don't have this, or I don't have that, or, you know, this isn't in this exact perfect position right now. And the reality is it's like a lot of times, and then you see someone just all of a sudden just kind of go for it, and then the results are there. It's just one of those simple, it's simple yet so profound to just allow and realize, you know, we really do have everything is, you know, especially with, you know, system, and you make the point, you just follow the system, you go to events, you mastermind, you connect with people, you get all the pieces put together to just say this is it, I'm just going to do it. And you know, I know for me, when I finally get out of my way, that's what happens, you know. But it takes that oomph. It's so cool to hear that from you, because people see the free spirit, right? And then they start to hear the, you know, really the power that, you know, that's underneath you to be determined to live that way, you know?
Yep, exactly. That's why I call myself free spirit, because there's really nothing that can stop you from doing whatever you want, living your dream, and be truly free, but only you. So once you, like you said, let go all these excuses, like everything, all like, oh, like, with, like, I didn't have resources. Like, if you ask like any successful person, they said, I didn't have any resources, I didn't have money, I didn't have time, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. But you have to become resourceful yourself and find how you can do it. You don't say I can't, you should say, ask yourself, how can I, right? This is what Chris Rickard always says, right? Ask yourself, how can you do it? Because when you say I can, this is you put in your mind, you know, you put a limit on your mind, and you're not free when you're saying I can do something. You're limiting yourself.
Yes, that's powerful. And I wanted to share, you made a comment, Polina. You said, I hope I'm inspiring someone out there. And we know that you definitely are. I mean, your story is powerful, and I didn't know of that. I see you, like I said, at the events. I had no idea, because I always saw you pushing forward. I see you on Facebook and social media, and you are reaching out to people, and you're sharing tools or resources on what you're using to succeed. And I had no idea. So I know your story has touched someone or will touch someone, and you will continue to inspire other people to keep going. I know someone tagged me on a post today, and she was almost at the same thing, making that decision. Okay, do I quit? Do I stop doing what I've been believing in and dreaming on, because it just seemed as though it wasn't working? But you see how you just had that turn just like this in a matter of 7 days. All the time that you were putting in, everything that you were focusing on, it seems though it wasn't working, that you need to stop. But just like that, it was a switch. So I want to encourage anyone out there listening, our viewers that are live with us today, for anyone in the future, don't give up on your dreams. Sometimes you have to shift things a little bit. Sometimes you may fall below, but believe me, you will get higher as long as you keep going and taking that action that Polina is talking about, and realizing that you have everything within you to do and reach your goals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so powerful. And anybody that's watching this in the replay, realize that, our intention here, because time really, it has no meaning. I mean, you could be watching this in a replay. Who knows? Maybe even possibly watching this even a year from now. Seriously. And the value of this, where we're here, the intention is energy-wise, we are here with you in the present. So that's my little guy. Yes. Hi. I got to keep him up really late, so I'm letting him sleep because we got to get him really late at the airport tonight. I'm switching their body clocks right now. I'm working on switching the body clocks. So yeah, that we're here with you in the present, and leave a comment, because we'll be going in and we'll be checking and everything else. So you're here with us in the present, even if you're catching this in the replay some other time. So I would love to ask, do you have any favorite books or audios you love that have really helped motivate you in a big way?
Oh, don't get me started on this one. Right? Like when people especially if someone told me, can you give me that one book that can help me break through? I'm like, it's just impossible because there's so many books, there's so many audios, there's so many things that you cannot. There is no that perfect book that can tell you, oh, here's what you need to do, right? Here's your breakthrough. But I want to share 3 books, one of 3 of my favorite books, and then I really have big shift in my mindset. The first one was when I just started the business was Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. I don't know if I'm sure you all read it. It's like Bible, I think Bible of the entrepreneur, because it's really simple book, but he talks about different principles of successful people, right? And for me it was I'm like, oh my god, because he talks one of the biggest takeaway from that book was that successful people, they don't complain, right? And they don't talk about the things that are going wrong. And this is the quote that I remember. He said, when you complain, you become living, breathing crap magnet. So it was this is what it was my takeaway, but I'm sure the more different people read this book and they have different takeaways, different breakthroughs. But if you haven't read the book, you should definitely do it, and it will impact your life. Then another book, I actually have it with me here. It's called Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. I don't know, if you ask me the book that he talks about everything. It's 400 pages, and it's about mindset, right? This NLP. He talks about NLP. He talks about oh wow, he talks about everything. For 2 years I read different books, many different books. I usually read a book, 1-2 books a month, right? I would say this book, it's kind of he cover everything that you need to be successful. I would say that.
What's the title? What is the title of that?
Unlimited Power.
Okay, thank you.
Unlimited Power, Tony Robbins, yes, and it's really, really amazing. And then the last book, I just read it recently. It's called The Third Circle Theory. I don't know if you ever heard about this book, and it's called Purpose or Observation: How Visionaries Create Billion-Dollar Ideas. So this is so powerful. I'm was really fascinated about this book. Basically, the guy, he talks about 3 different circles in life, right? And how people, how like basically when you read this book, you can realize where you are right now in your life, and how you can move to the next step, to the next circle where you actually want to be. And he talks about like why people like Steve Jobs, right? Who like Walt Disney, right? Why people remember those people? They're like visionaries, right? Why people always talk about them and they will remember there forever? Or some people, for example, like do you know the name of someone who like created like, I don't know, HP company? Do you know who is the CEO of this company? Or do you know, I don't know, what is like Sony, right? Or like those brands. So this is like basically this book he shows you how you can be that legendary person, vision, right, who can impact the world, right, and like people will remember you and you can make a real difference in the world. Like it's really powerful, and like I would recommend this book, read anyone who just started your business, or like if you are somewhere like you don't know where you're going or where you are, you just definitely should read this book. So yeah, this is like 3 books that I would just wanted to recommend.
That's neat how it tags level. I wanted to ask.
I think we have an echo going on.
Alicia, check the Hangout going.
No, my mic in the cage blocks everything out, and I don't have anything playing. But I just wanted to ask Polina. One of them came out and asked, "How do you deal with doubt?"
Like when I'm doubting about something.
Yeah.
Well, I have to be honest. You know, I have my doubts all the time, right? Like whenever, like it's like always, oh, should I do this like strategy, or should I shouldn't do that, or should I do something in my business, or should I make this decision or not? And how I deal, I just do it anyways, right? If I believe in something, right, and I believe it can change my life, it it can take my business for the next level, but if I still, I'm doubting, or if it's like maybe I'm afraid to make this decision, I usually look at it like this: if I haven't made this decision, like I'm taking the time for my doubts, right, and it's been like days or weeks or months, then it means that maybe I don't really want what it is that I'm doubting about, right? So maybe I should relook at the situation and see what exactly is missing, and where I'm going, and what I really want. But usually when it's something that you really want, when like deep inside your heart that there's something that like here's like you want it, but you still have this fear, you usually don't gonna take too much time to think about it. You just take action. And sometimes when I have this fear, right, and if I don't know how to do it, I usually do it. I take action, and I'm like, okay, now I will figure out how I'm gonna do it. But I take action first all the time, and then I'm like, now I will find a way how I'm gonna deal with it, or how I'm gonna do it. So this is what I usually do.
Perfect. That's how I do it. Just press on.
I love it. Polina, I would love to have a daily method of operation when it comes to your mindset, like things that you do every day, or how do you approach it on a daily basis?
Like on a daily basis, again, like I do my best, right? Sometimes there are days when you like maybe like something happened wherever travel, or like I cannot keep up with my routine. But usually when I wake up, what I found working for me, I don't go on Facebook or checking emails or something, because I believe how you start your day, this is your state, right? How you start your day, will lead you, the direction of your day, right? If you start like worrying over what is going on there in outside world, right? It's gonna project to you, and you're not gonna be able like to listen to yourself, right? Because like every day you feel different. So I take every morning time for myself, right? When I wake up, I usually start reading a book, right? This is how I do it. Then I maybe get a little breakfast, and I do my yoga, because yoga, this is what put me in the right state, that makes me feel good, and like just bring my mind, because we all have this, like our mind is always working, and sometimes like you wake up with all these thoughts and worries and doubts and all this stuff, but this is what keeps me sane. So I either do yoga, or I take time, if I cannot make it to yoga, maybe take some meditation, at least 10 minutes, just sit in quiet, right, in silence, and think about what I'm gonna do today. and only then I allow, you know, outside world. I'm like, okay, now I can check my Facebook, now I can check my emails, I see what's going on with my business. But I first, you know, this is how I start my day, and then, you know, I prioritize my time. You know, what is like you want to focus first on income producing activities. I know sometimes people take a lot of time. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need listening and reading. It's all good for your mindset. You should do it, but you should put your time, 20% of your time it's learning and reading and listening, and 80% action, and focus on what's going to bring you results. Because reading by itself not going to, like, having the $1 million mindset not going to make you $1 million earner without taking actions. So this is, you know, basically what I do, you know, during the day, you know, just focus on what's bringing me results. Of course, I'm not perfect, you know, some days I'm like feel lazy, and I know I procrastinate sometimes, and this is actually what I had this, my biggest takeaway from our last event in Vegas, right? I actually realized that I haven't been taking enough action, that I was taking action, but I'm like, now I can 10x my action. This is why I'm reading now the book 10x Action, Grant Cardone. It's a really amazing book, and this is what he talks about. If you want, like, have this extraordinary results that you like, sometimes we like set this goal, oh, I want to have this, right? But you taking action just on this level, right? You're not taking enough action to have that, you know, goal. So that's what I focus on right now. Basically, all my day, I'm like even weekends. Like, I usually take my days off on weekends. It's been like already second week I'm even working on weekends. I'm just taking action. I'm focusing on business, grow my business, because if you want to go to the next level, you have to do something that you haven't done before.
Awesome.
It's so true. It's like a continuous growth. You see the actions you're taking, and then your eyes are open up to see so much more that you can do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That is so cool. I mean, and it's interesting, because I'm sure that somebody watching this, probably there may be somebody that watches it, just as you were saying that, all of a sudden there was a thought that came to you about, oh, there was that one thing that I haven't been doing that I could do that's really powerful. And oh, here we go with the little guys here. So whatever that was that popped up for you, that's probably the right thing. It's like your wisdom universe is coming and speaking to you. So if something did pop up just now on something you to do, take action. Listen on it, because I have a feeling a lot of people watching this. It has popped up.
I see something's going on. There is echo. Something. I mean, I don't have anything playing. I don't know what's going on.
I think you're good. I think I found it on my end. Maybe.
It's probably maybe my internet. Sometimes it's like going on and off. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason.
I never know.
Never know. Technology. But we still can make it happen, right?
We really appreciate you, Polina, just sharing all these, you know, wealth of new insights that we can really take inside ourselves and apply. What would you say to some new people looking at this that want to take action and not sure what is the first step to do? Like, I know I'm a dreamer, I want to do what I want to do. What would some advice you would give?
Well, my advice is just you watching it, you listening, you get inspired and everything. But again, action, this is what's going to bring you results. So just, if you want to take action, that's simple. Just go and take action, you know. You have, like, if you join, right, like you're watching right now, I believe there is an option to join, right, with whoever invited you here in this Hangout. And this is my advice. If you're still thinking, should you take action or you shouldn't, you are here for a reason. You know, if you came here, something brought you here, someone invited you here, and you're listening and you're doubting, should you not or shouldn't, you know, at the end of your life, you're going to regret about things that you haven't done, but you're never going to, you know, like, it's better regret about things that you've done than regret about things that you haven't done, right? So there is better regret about something that you've done. So this is, you know, how I look at things. So just take action, you know, join, you know, because all these beautiful ladies here, they like all can help you, you know, to create results, to create freedom in your life. So take action, join, and, you know, connect with them, connect and ask, okay, what is my plan of action? You know, what should I do? You know, what should I focus on? And if you're already in business, you already started, and you like don't know what to take action, just I would suggest, you know, like maybe contact the person who you join with, ask what you like, tell, hey, you know, I want to take action. Okay, maybe you can guide me. What should I do, right? or maybe you go watch the training that you have available. You know, just do whatever it takes, you know, because nobody gonna care about your success more than you do. As long as it's good to have someone who supports you, who believe in you, your mentor, your sponsor, but it's not the reason why you're gonna be successful. You are the reason why you'll be successful. Like my sponsor, he never helped me. He even quit already. I never had a team. I never had support. You know, my upline, if you like look at it, it's like it's the owner of our company. This is who is my upline right now. It's David Wood. You all, if you know him, you know, like he's not going to pay attention for you if you're at least not going to make $1 million in the business, right? So like I cannot come to him and say, hey, you know, give me support or tell me what to do. You know, I had to find ways. I had to find a mentor. I had to build my own team. So there is no excuse why you cannot make it happen. And if you're not committed to your success, nobody will be committed more than you are.
Yeah, we believe.
I think you should run for boom.
We do believe in you. You know, before, like, I had this, like, in my mind, I'm like, how can I believe in someone who I don't know, right? But you know what? We all have this potential. We all have these resources. We are powerful human beings. Anyone have the same resources inside that you just can take, you know, and change your life. You know, anyone have it. That's why I can, like, honestly say, you know, whoever is watching, I believe in you with all my heart, because nothing is different between you and me or anyone on this panel. The only difference is a decision that we made, and you still may be on the fence of making. This is the only thing. Once you make a decision, once you're committed to take action, there is nothing that can stop you from achieving, you know, success that you always wanted.
I just want to let you know. That's right. We'll see you guys next time. You guys got everything else?
Yay!
All right, bye guys.
Bye guys.